Well, back to the books and hopefully back to the buses, but we are still experiencing a year later a bus driver shortage. Mel, is it as bad as last year?
Definitely not as bad as last year, Kev, but however, parents in Halton Region could still see some delays this morning. We are told that at least 3 routes are delayed in Oakville at this point. Our Tammy Sutherland is at Atridge School Bus Yard. She has the very latest on what parents and students can expect today. Tammy?
Well, Melanie, the Halton boards have been saying for weeks now that this could happen. They could have cancellations and delays on the first day of school and beyond because of a lack of drivers. So far, there have been 3, not cancellations, but delays at this point, which is good news. And they seem minor right now. But just so that people know, they're all in Oakville, these 3 delays. They affect Munns Public School, St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Secondary School, as well as T.A. Blakelock High School in Oakville. There are some delays as well in Mississauga. It's actually an Attridge wheelchair bus that is delayed by 45 minutes. It's heading to John Fraser Secondary School in Mississauga. But as for other cancellations, that is not being reported at this point. But of course, we're going to be definitely keeping an eye on it throughout the morning. Here at the Attridge lot in Etobicoke, this is where right now it is pretty quiet. But in the next 15 minutes or so, it's expected that more drivers will be coming in to pick up their vehicles to head out on the road for the first day of school. In the Toronto area, no heavy delays or cancellations are anticipated, but once again, we will be keeping an eye on this throughout the morning. Melanie, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Tammy, thank you for that. And of course, we're going to tweet out those routes that we are seeing the delays and potentially any cancellations on. So again, no cancellations, but definitely 3 delays in Oakville. We'll let you know what those ones are via Twitter if you didn't catch them earlier. All right, with school starting in just a little bit, many families spent the last days of summer doing that last-minute shopping for back to school. Malls, as expected, busy yesterday. Parents and kids loading up on all their supplies. Many spending Labor Day buying up some notebooks, pencils, and the like before the school bell rings for the first time. And the students that we spoke to, most of them seemed excited.
I got all my hats, I got all my shoes, well, not shoes, but I got my socks and ready because I'm wearing them right now. So I got my uniform ready and stuff. I got all that ready.
Are you excited to go back?
Pretty excited.
What's your favorite subject?
Science.
Why?
Because it's really fun and I love seeing things explode.
I'm very excited for back to school.
Why? Why is it so great?
Well, they get to go back with all their friends instead of being on their cell phones.
Is it going to be hard going back after summer?
Kinda.
Kinda? Why?
Because I haven't been thinking that much, so now going back and I have to keep learning.
Always good to keep on learning. Well, Toronto police will be on the streets this morning, making sure that everyone is safe. Just reminding drivers, of course, be extra cautious while you drive through those school safety zones. Oh, yeah, and quite the show last night. Lightning striking the CN Tower as heavy rains forced organizers at the CNE to close the Midway about an hour early last night on the final day of the X. Before the storm, parents and kids of all ages taking part in one of the most memorable traditions here in Toronto, a family day at the X.
My favorite thing would actually kind of be like the candy apples because they're really good.
CNE was amazing this year. Like always fun. First time bringing the kids here, so it was a blast.
I love the rides and it's so much fun. I want to go again.
So I came with my lovely mother, actually, and it's a family tradition of ours to come every single year and just have fun and live life and sort of bid farewell to the summer.
Now, the rain did not scare away people this year. As organizers tell us, this season had record-breaking attendance. Employees of the X will be hitting the ground running today as they work planning for 2018 already. All right, time to get downstairs to Kev.
Thank you, Melanie. About 800,000 undocumented immigrants awaiting their fate in the U.S. today as the Trump administration expected to announce a decision on the deferred action for the childhood arrivals program. We have more in this report from John Lawrence.
The DACA program may be doomed. Sources say President Trump is expected to announce an end to the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. DACA provides protection from deportation for some undocumented migrants who were brought to the U.S. as children.
Most of us have lived here for, at least half of our lives, if not more, and many don't know any other place but the U.S.
President Obama created the program 5 years ago by executive action.
I've done everything I was told to do, right? Like, don't get in trouble, work hard, and here we are, right? It almost feels like it didn't matter.
Sources familiar with the president's thinking say he will give Congress 6 months to come up with a legislative solution. It's an issue that even President Trump himself seems to have changed his mind on.
We will immediately terminate President Obama's 2 illegal executive amnesties.
It's a very, very tough subject. We are going to deal with DACA with heart.
In the meantime, the so-called Dreamers and their supporters hope for the best.
We have a rich heritage of immigration already, and we should not be trying to send people back because, at the end of the day, they came to the U.S. because they want to see something change for them and their family.
We just want to make sure that our community knows, and we just bring awareness to our people and make sure that they understand that they're not alone, that our DACA students are important.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.